Hey guys, welcome back to the Independent Investor Channel. A lot of what we talk about on this channel is empowering individual investors. And on this particular episode, we're going to be kind of talking about the difference between a managed situation and a self-directed situation, all right? Guys, if this is your first time tuning into the Independent Investor Channel, subscribe to the channel, guys. You'll be notified of future videos that I put online. And again, our singular goal here is to empower individual investors. So I thought I would come out with this video and really talk about the black and white differences between a managed situation and a self-directed situation. And you know, a lot of what I do on this channel is provide transparency between the two programs because to me it's black and white. And I found that in discussing this particular topic with a lot of people were really in the gray area. They really didn't understand the impact of their money if it was contained within a managed situation. Furthermore, I found that a lot of people really just didn't even know about the prospects of self-directed investing. I was referred to self-directed investing, and that's a lot of reason why I came out with this particular channel is to maybe potentially provide that referral to you guys. So please enjoy. I'm going to talk about the black side of the house first, which is if you're in a managed situation, I'm going to talk about a few key elements that you may find that you don't know about or really might just be kind of an eye-opener for you from my particular perspective. And number one is if you go into a financial planner and you're seeking assistance and you don't know anything about the stock market, let's say you have $10,000 to invest and that's what you have saved, all right? What they have in the financial planning institution, depending on the size of the office that you'll go into, you'll see this really in some of your more rural areas, some of your more some of the cities that you have where some of the offices are much larger. What they do is they break down the tier of the financial planner, right, depending on how much seniority they have within that particular office. My last financial planner actually had tiers or levels of financial planners, and they were numbered 1 through 5, all right? Now, if you go in and you're an elementary investor, all right, a level 5 financial planner is going to be someone that has the ultimate seniority in that particular firm or brokerage house, all right? When you go in to sit with them and you're a rookie or you're a small fish in a much bigger pond, guess what, guys? You are going to be sitting with the level 1 financial planner, not the level 5 financial planner, okay? Now, the ironic part about that relationship is if somebody goes in and they don't know anything about the stock market, wouldn't you think it would be beneficial for that individual to sit down with the more senior person or the more experienced investor, right? So there's kind of a converging relationship between if you go in and you sit down and you're seeking out this help for the very first time, you are probably going to get the rookie of the office, the level 1 financial planner, somebody who's been with the firm maybe 6 months to a year, right? They haven't had a chance to move up in the ranks and provide, you know, it's a sales thing, right? They have to be able to prove their worth in selling you. So they're going to be straight out of the, you know, the training that they put forward to get a level 1 designation on this particular broker. And quite honestly, me at 40 years old, I find it ironic to sit across from somebody who's like 23 years old and maybe has a college degree, right, in economics, but doesn't know the first freaking thing about investing. What they know is the proprietary product that they've, or the proprietary program that they've put them through to prepare them to sit across from any individual and talk about the programs that they offer, guys. So I just wanted to talk about the levels of financial planners and how that is counterproductive to what people actually need, because I'm telling you what, guys, that level 5 seniority financial planner, they're the ones getting all the big accounts. When a big account gets transferred into the financial planner, those are the ones that are getting those types of accounts and managing those types of accounts, all right? Now, Number two is the restrictive nature of the financial planner. And you have to sit back for a second and you have to ask yourself, when you sit down with a financial planner, all right, you are getting one opinion, all right? You're getting one opinion at that particular juncture in time with regard to where they see you at that particular moment, okay? Now, the interesting part about that is you have to sit back sometimes, and remember how I talked about the level of financial planner. If you're sitting across from a level 1 or a level 2 financial planner, what are their motives, okay? What are their motives, all right? I've said many, many times, a financial planner does not have a fiduciary responsibility to you, all right? Furthermore, they do not have to discuss fees at all, okay? They've already been disclosed in the financial disclosure, that of which I have posted in my Facebook page for your guys' perusal and review. It's open, it's common knowledge, but very few people take the time to get into that document and really understand what it is the person that's sitting across from them is trained to sell you on, all right? And this is some of the transparency that I try to provide on this particular channel so you guys understand the entire landscape and don't underestimate or don't misconstrue my message. I'm fine with compensation, but what I am also insist upon is transparency for you guys so you understand that they're not going to discuss fees with you, okay? You have to understand that they do not need to have your financial best interest in mind, all right? And it's indicative when you go in there and you go into a particular financial planner, maybe you've been recommended to one through a friend, through referral, go ask them if they'll allow you to buy a Vanguard product, all right? Most of the Vanguard products are inexpensive when compared to the rest of the industry. But if you go down there and sit with a financial planner, what are they going to try to recommend to you? Ask them what the Morningstar rating is. Ask them what the fee expense ratio is, right? Ask them what the impact of those fees will be over time, and ask them why you can't shop the entire landscape, all right? We'll get to that, all right? The last thing with regard to the black side of the house, right? The side of the house where I talk all the time about the effect of fees on your money, all right? If you go down and you sit with a financial planner and they sell you on their program, but that's exactly what they're gonna try to do, and you have a false sense of security when you leave that you're with the best financial planning brokerage house in the world, when you leave that, right? Because they've done a really good job of selling you on this. The fact of the matter is this. You are going to pay for your entry and exit fees. You are going to pay for your dollar cost average fees. You are going to pay for your dividend reinvestment program. And I've had family members that have went down and sat with financial planners that have been put into multiple accounts or multiple funds just so the financial planner could realize more of the monthly fee that they charge to transact those particular assets into your account. Guys, it's like modern day highway robbery. It really was, if you just sit back and think about it. And just to cap off the black side of the house, and the reason why, you know, I show that money is burning, really, when you go with the financial institution side of the house, is that depending on how long you are with that financial planner, let's say you're with them for 40 years, and that money had a potential to grow to $1 million, you will have only realized back 40% of your total overall potential in a managed situation. That's key, all right? Conversely, when we talk about the white side of the house, right, we talk about another option, and we talk about providing that transparency to you guys as potential self-directed investors, all right? Now, the key part of this to realize is, number one, the access. The direct connection. We've eliminated the middleman between you and the stock market. There's really no benefit at all. And a lot of people will come on and they'll talk to me about the benefit of the plan itself and the benefit of the interaction. Yeah, I'm not going to say that there's no benefit to it, but Jesus, do I have to give away 60% of my money over the course of my life to realize those services? I think not. I think not. And if you pay particular attention to what you really, really want out of your money, do you want to be confined to having to go down and sit with somebody? Or let's say you have an idea about a new stock pick. Oh my goodness, an individual investor's looking to buy stock? That can't happen. Hold on a second. If you go down and sit with a managed situation or you want to buy stock, guess who's making the stock buy for you? They are. That's why they discourage you away from that, right? Because they don't want to deal with the entry and exits of those individual stocks. They don't want to deal with it. And they don't want to deal with you on picking up the phone every 2 or 3 days saying, oh my goodness, my stock went down. What should I do? Or should I buy more? Or what should I do? Or how much is it going to cost me to buy another stock? Or oh my gosh, the stock is down. Let me buy another one. They don't want to deal with that. So that's why they're going to encourage you into their proprietary products, because those financial planners make a higher incentive by selling you those products. But when we talk about the level of access, which I have as one of my most important pillars in the base of a self-directed investor program, the level of access is amazing. I just responded to somebody. Here we are, Super Bowl Sunday. It's a Sunday morning. Try to get your financial planner on the phone right now and get a stock question answered. All right? I just responded in depth to one of my members of my Facebook page, the Portfolio Building for Self-Directed Investors Facebook page, just this morning on a Sunday morning. That's the type of access that I'm talking about. And you guys remember when I talked about the singular opinion? You remember what I talk about all the time in my catalog of videos when I talk about no portfolio has to be the same. No portfolio has to be the same. So when you go down and sit with a financial planner, do you think that they're doing something for you that's unique when compared to the 10 people that have went in for their appointment before you? Not at all. They're trying to channel you into the exact same mutual funds over and over and over again, all right? But the level of access that you have to the support group as a self-directed investor can run those ideas by. Right now, I've got 125 people in the group. Shoot it out there to the group, and we're all really active in getting those baseline portfolios in place, and it's amazing. You may get a nice piece of information over here. You may get a nice piece of information over here. You're going to get my perspective on that. Run those ideas by me, and it's a different set of eyes to make sure that what you're doing really is in your best interest, right? Because the motives of the group are different than the motives of the financial planners. The benefit of the group, the people who are part of the group, they want to be there and they want to learn and they want to help people. That's the motive. The motive isn't about money. That's the beautiful thing about it. And I'm very, very excited to be starting this community within the group. I'm very excited about what's going on within my Facebook group. Now, when we talk on the white side of the house, right, with the self-directed and how we can kind of free our money from the constraints of a managed situation, the next thing is the freedom to choose. The freedom to choose the product that you want. I've got a lot of folks that have probably looked at Vanguard and for whatever reason they don't want to go with Vanguard. That's totally fine. You have the freedom to choose. There's cost comparison or there's fund comparison tools now on my Facebook page that folks are going in there and they're taking 2 ETFs and they're comparing it against each other and picking which one in accordance with performance and fees, which one is going to suit them better, right? They're not being channeled through a proprietary program, guys. It's a beautiful thing. And the last thing I want to talk about on the self-directed side of the house is there's no fees, all right? And it's an example that I come back to all the time, and I've got a few folks that are tuning into the channel that are super, super young. They're super young, and I'm really, really aggressive in applauding you guys for finding the channel. Because if you found this channel and something sticks with you, something goes off, a light bulb goes off above your head, there is a reason for that. And I think a ton of people out there are excited by the prospect of taking control of their money and actually realizing a potential of 100% of their money going into the future, guys, because you put these assets into the self-directed account and they have the opportunity to grow unrestricted going forward, and you can realize 100% of the potential overall return of an asset that you put into a self-directed account. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Black and White. Guys, a lot of people are in the gray area, and a lot of what I try to provide is transparency through the Independent Investor channel to you guys to understand your options. You always have to research your options and understand what it is you are getting involved with. Do not take a step with a false sense of security, all right? Do your research first and really understand what it is you're getting involved with before you get involved with. And listen to testimonials like myself and understand that there are other options out there for you guys. If this is your first time tuning into the channel, subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments at the bottom. If you guys have interactions with financial planners and the fee structures, please name those in the comments section, and everybody can benefit from a community perspective on reviewing those interactions. If you disagree with the video, I'd love to hear your comments as to how I've got this thing wrong, because for me it's black and white, guys, and I'm doing this to provide you guys options. All right, thank you again for tuning in. If you know anybody out there that's looking to get involved in the stock market, share the video with them out there. Tune them onto the channel, guys. They can get all the answers that they seek right here on the Independent Investor channel in becoming a self-directed investor. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and good luck in your investment future.